Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by and good evening. Thank you for joining Sohu's fourth quarter 2019 earnings conference call. At this time, all participants are in the listen-only mode. After management's prepared remarks, there will be a question and answer session. Today's conference is being recorded. If you have any objections, you may disconnect at this time. I would now like to turn the conference over to your host for today's conference call, Huang Pu, Investor Relations Director of Sohu. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Walter. Thank you for joining us today to discuss Sohu's fourth quarter 2019 results. On the call are Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Dr. Zhang, CFO Joanna Liu, and Vice President of Finance James Deng. Also with us today are Changyou CEO Derwin Chen and CFO Yaobin Wang, and Sohu CEO Xiaoshan Wang and CFO Zhou Zhou. Before management begins their prepared remarks, I would like to remind you of the company's safe harbor statement in connection with today's conference call. Except for the historical information contained herein, the matters discussed in this conference call are forward-looking statements. These statements are based on current plans, estimates, and projections, and therefore you should not place undue reliance on them. Forward-looking statements involving inherent risks and uncertainties. We caution you that a number of important factors could cause actual results to differ materially from those contained in any forward-looking statement. For more information about the potential risks and uncertainties, please refer to the company's filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission, including its most recent annual report on Form 20-F. With that, I will now turn the call over to Dr. Charles Zhang. Charles, please proceed.
Thank you, Huang Pu. Thank you to everyone for joining our call. During 2019, China's economy continued to slow down and competition intensified. However, these challenges did not stop us from exploring new opportunities and improving operating efficiencies. As a result, our operating results further improved due to the solid performance of our business and effective cost-saving initiatives. For the fourth quarter of 2019, excluding an impairment charge recognized for an investment unrelated to our core businesses, non-GAAP net income attributable to Sohu.com Limited was $7 million profit. Separately, for Sohu Media Portal, we strengthened our position as a mainstream media platform with high-quality original content and also various events. For Sohu Video, with the unique and high-quality dramas and other shows, we actively searched for diversified monetization sources. And with improved monetization capabilities and strict budget control, Sohu Video was able to further trim its losses in 2019. And for Sogo, search revenue grew faster than the industry average, and the revenues from Sogo's recommendation services that leverage its mobile keyboard continue to experience robust growth. So in 2019, Changyou's online game performed well and took a number of steps to enhance its capacity to create new high-quality games. So before I go into more details of our key financial results, please be reminded that since Changyou's cinema advertising businesses ceased operations, the results that we will discuss today only cover continuing operations and exclude the cinema advertising business. So let me go through the fourth quarter 2019 financial results. Total revenues, $490 million, up 5% year-over-year and 2% quarter-over-quarter. On a non-GAAP constant currency basis, total revenues would have been $8 million higher than our reported revenues, which would be, instead of 5%, it would be 7% improvement year-over-year. Net brand advertising revenues, $42 million for the quarter, down 27% year-over-year and 10% quarter-over-quarter. Search and search-related advertising revenues, $275 million, down 1% year-over-year and 5% quarter-over-quarter. Online game revenues, $132 million, up 40% year-over-year and 22% quarter-over-quarter. Excluding an impairment charge of approximately $23 million that we recognize this quarter for an investment unrelated to the company's core businesses, non-GAAP net income attributable to Sohu.com Limited was $7 million positive, which compares with the net loss of $51 million a year ago, Q4 2018. And also compare with the third quarter 2019, which is a loss of $17 million in the third quarter 2019. So if we don't consider the contribution of profit and loss contribution from Sohu and Zhang, and also further excluding the impairment charge, non-GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited it was $46 million in Q4, compared with a net loss of $75 million in a year ago in the fourth quarter of 2018. So a improvement of $29 million. And also in Q3, the loss was $53 million. So that is the improvement of $7 million. Yeah. Now let's look at the full year 2019. Total revenues $1.85 billion, up 2% compared with 2018. Brand advertising was $175 million, down 25% compared with 2018. Search and search-related advertising revenues $1.07 billion, up 5% compared with 2018. Online game revenue $441 million, up 13% compared with 2018. Non-GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu Limited was a loss of $93 million. That compared with a net loss of $207 million in 2018. So cut by more than half. Yeah. Excluding the profit loss generated by Sohu and Zhang, the non-GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited was $246 million, compared with a net loss of $326 million in 2018. $80 million improvement. So now let me go through some of the key businesses. First of all, the media portal and video businesses. The 2019, for media portal business, we committed to strengthening our brand influence by generating, integrating, and distributing news and premium content. While continuing we continue to track and focus on hot events, we also proactively produced high-quality original content through a series of large events. For the fourth quarter of 2019, we successfully hosted 2019 Finance Annual Conference, AI Conference, Sohu Fashion Awards, and others. All these events help to consolidate our competitiveness and enhance the credibility of Sohu Media by reflecting the attitude and values of Sohu. Further, we constantly upgraded our products, optimizing the algorithm, and improved the overall quality of the content, all of which continue to help draw users and to our platform and keep them engaged. For Sohu Video, we continue to push twin engine strategy with long form and short form content, both original content and short form user generated content, UGC. On the one hand, for the long form, we actively enhance our production strategy with differentiated content, especially related to idol romance and criminal themed dramas and culturally themed reality shows. On the other hand, we continue to improve our features and social interactions around short form videos, basically in a social network of short video clips and live broadcasting, by encouraging users to post videos and share comments in communities and share their interests. And Sohu Video is consistently upgrading products and recommendation algorithms, basically recommending those recommendation algorithms for short videos and also the social network sharing short videos and communities, vlogs and live broadcasting. So these initiatives have successfully increased our user base and overall user loyalty. So based on the twin engine strategy, we successfully carried out the diversified marketing and the monetization initiatives and provided advertisers those new advertising solutions embedded in various online or offline events. For example, the original drama we intended the Love 2 Season 2 worked with advertisers and host an offline event to further boost advertising efficiency and embedded advertising in that popular drama. And so overall in 2019, with our consistent effort and strict budget controls, Sohu Video was able to further narrow its losses. In the fourth quarter of 2019, the operating loss was $18 million, which is 40% improvement compared with the same quarter 2018. So the full-year operating loss for video was $94 million, which is a 33% improvement compared with 2018. So now, if we look at the current quarter, 2020, as we all know, that the novel coronavirus broke out, and it has inevitably influenced the entire country and the world. Our media portal and video businesses were no exception. So, as a leading mainstream media platform, we try to live up to the responsibility by releasing real-time special events and launching live broadcasts across our core products, including the Sohu News and Sohu Video apps. These reports and broadcasts distributed the latest news and information about the epidemic in real time. We also invited many well-known medical experts and expressed their views and advice on prevention, and encouraged our viewers to comment interactively. Today, we have completed around 200 live broadcasts and press conferences related to the epidemic. And with the outbreak of novel coronavirus, the overall economic environment and the advertising business in particular are experiencing an extremely difficult time. At the same time, we noticed some advertisers are actively adjusting their marketing promotion strategies. So we are closely collaborating together with the advertisers to go through this challenging time and minimize the negative influence. Basically, our user base actually grow and for our news media, but definitely our advertising businesses is hit negatively. So next turning to Sogo. Sogo maintained a steady progress in 2019, driven by the dedication to continuously drive organic traffic growth and unlock the monetization potential. During 2019, Sogo Search remained China's second largest search engine, and its search revenue continued to grow faster than the industry average. Sogo consistently improved its quality of search and services, strengthened their content and service ecosystem. Sogo's mobile keyboard increased its user base to 464 million DAUs, so with 54% more daily voice requests on average year over year. The revenue from Sogo recommendation service that leverage the mobile keyboard continued to experience robust growth. Further, in 2019, Sogo made great advances across its core language-centric AI technologies, and the smart hardware business maintained healthy momentum. Yeah, the recording machine. Yeah. Lastly, for Changyou, in 2019, Changyou took a number of steps to enhance its capacity to create new high-quality games, focusing on its goal of developing top games, prioritize research and develop R&D for mobile game development, and continue to work hard on strengthening their existing game portfolio. For PC games, the new expansion pack for TLBB PC launched during the fourth quarter performed well, and its revenue rose slightly on a sequential basis. which is better than previously expected. In the first quarter of 2018, revenue from legacy TLBB Mobile increased significantly on a sequential basis. This was mainly attributable to newly introduced content and promotional events during the fourth quarter. Looking ahead, Changyou will continue to execute its core strategy of developing top games, and strategic focus will continue to be MMORPG mobile games. They will also seek to make breakthroughs in developing casual and strategy games. So now let me turn to Joanna, who will walk through our financial results. Joanna.
Thank you, Charles. I will walk you through the key financials of our four major segments for the fourth quarter and the full year of 2019. All of the numbers that I will mention are all on a non-GAAP basis. You may find the reconciliation of non-GAAP to GAAP measures on our IR website. For Sohu Media Portal, quarterly revenues were $23 million. Quarterly loss was $25 million. For Sohu Video, quarterly revenues were $22 million, and quarterly loss was $18 million. Excluding Sohu and Changyou, non-GAAP net loss was $46 million, compared with a net loss of $75 million in the fourth quarter of 2018, and a net loss of $53 million in the third quarter of 2019. For full year 2019, Sohu Media Portal revenues were $95 million, and a full year net loss was $130 million. Sohu Video revenues were $91 million, and a full year net loss was $94 million. Excluding Sohu and Changyou, non-GAAP net loss was $246 million, compared with net loss of $326 million in 2018. For Sohu, quarterly revenues were $301 million, up 1% year-over-year and down 4% quarter-over-quarter. Net income was $39 million, compared with net income of $27 million in the same quarter last year. For full year 2019, its total revenues were $1.17 billion, up 4% compared with 2018. Net income was $105 million, compared with net income of $130 million in 2018. For Changyou, quarterly revenues were $135 million, up 35% year-over-year and 22% quarter-over-quarter. Changyou posted net income of $63 million, compared with net income of $23 million in the same quarter last year. For full year 2019, total revenues were $455 million, up 9% compared with 2018. Changyou posted net income of $179 million, compared with net income of $123 million in 2018. For the first quarter of 2020, we expect total revenues to be between $400 million and $435 million. Brand advertising revenues to be between $25 million and $30 million. This implies annual decrease of 30% to 42%, and a sequential decrease of 28% to 40%. Sohu revenues to be between $240 million and $260 million. This implies annual decrease of 5% to an annual increase of 3%, and a sequential decrease of 14% to 20%. Online game revenues to be between $120 million and $130 million. This implies annual increase of 21% to 31%, and a sequential decrease of 1% to 9%. Non-GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited to be between $25 million and $35 million, and non-GAAP loss per fully diluted ADS to be between 65 cents and 90 cents. GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited to be between $28 million and $38 million, and GAAP loss per fully diluted ADS to be between 70 cents and 95 cents. Excluding Sohu and Changyou, non-GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited to be between $43 million and $48 million. GAAP net loss attributable to Sohu.com Limited to be between $45 million and $50 million. For the first quarter 2020 guidance, we used a presumed exchange rate of RMB 7 to $1, which compares with the actual exchange rate of RMB 6.74 to $1 for the first quarter of 2019 and RMB 6.03 to $1 for the fourth quarter of 2019. This forecast reflects Sohu's management's current and preliminary view, which at present is subject to substantial uncertainty, particularly in view of the potential impact of the COVID-19 virus, the effects of which are difficult to analyze and predict. Lastly, please be reminded that we won't take questions regarding China's privatization proposal in the Q&A session. And this concludes our prepared remarks. Operator, we would now like to open the call to questions.
Certainly. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. If you want to ask a question on the phone, please press star 1 and wait for a name to be announced. If you would like to cancel a request, please press the pound or hash key. There will be a short silence while questions are being collated. Thank you. The first questions will come from Eddie Leung from Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Good evening, guys. Thank you for taking my questions. Could you talk a little bit about the top advertising industries for your news media business in the fourth quarter? And then in the first quarter, which advertising industries are seeing a bigger negative impact from the coronavirus outbreak than the others? And then secondly, about the video business, we are not able to see the detailed breakdown of the balance sheet of different business units. So just wondering if the video business would need capital raising, and how's the cash flow of the video business doing for especially given the continuous need for production in 2020. Thank you.
In Q4, the top advertising industry is still the auto, right? Joanna, right?
Yeah.
Auto and let's say real estate, or what's the ranking, Joanna? What's in Q4
Probably
before the coronavirus outbreak?
And internet service.
Internet services and IT, right? And internet services, e-commerce. Well, it's basically the traditional order, you would say, but and then after the outbreak of the coronavirus, I think real estate and auto are all impacted, and also the luxury goods. Basically it's nearly all the industry, all across the board are affected because there's just not a consumption, and also the delivery logistics and all these, so everything. So that's why we see across the board a decline of advertising. But we do see a more consumption of video content, long-form dramas. So you see our subscription revenue grow, and also online game. It's a mixed online gaming. People are spending more time at home and playing PC games. There's a positive, contribution to the game, consuming MMORPG. But for the mobile games, because of our employees are staying home, so that's kind of delayed our some development work. So that's contribute negatively. So for online gaming, it's a mix. Probably a positive impact, but for brand advertising, it's really bad. And for video game, online video, it's good. It's a lot of more revenue grow nicely. Yeah, Eddie.
Hey, Charles, how about the long video business use of cash and kind of like the cash balance for 2020? Thanks.
So we're having this low budget strategy. Basically, for each video, each drama, we spend like 15 million RMB or 20 at most 20 million RMB a piece. It's a drama, and through embedded advertising and also subscription and effective marketing on different social network platforms. So we try to make it break even. So basically, that's why, and also. We have limited number of productions actually in 2019. A lot of the revenues are from our basically our previous past productions. We have a whole library of in-house produced or produced video dramas that are generating revenue. And but we launched the new. We launched in Q4, or actually Q1, the season 2 of this, this 9个 boss 要娶我, and we still have another two more dramas already, basically. Done, filmed and edited, ready to release. But for any further new drama to be filmed, it needs to wait for the coronavirus to subside and to people, basically you can't have actors or actresses to wear facial masks to play the role, right? So
got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charles.
So because we're consuming the past production libraries, we're not spending a lot of new money on producing new shows. So that's why you see our subscription business continue to grow, and the cost is down.
Thank you.
Thank you for the questions. Next question comes from the line of Alicia Yap from Citigroup. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening, Charles and Joanna. Thanks for taking my questions. I have questions on the guidance for the brand advertising. So unfortunately, this outbreak has causing a lot of the negative impact. So with your 30 to 40% year-over-year decline, How much of that should we expect for the video to decline and then versus the portal? And then in your view, when do you expect the ad sentiment to really recover? And do you expect the full year 2020 to experience negative growth for brand ad revenue? Thank you.
I think both the portal brand advertising on the portal and on the video side are hit. I think equally. Basically, both are affected proportionally, similarly. But we expect that if people get back to work and the economy start again, then we expect a uptick, basically a strong rebound, because a lot of our advertisers are ready to spend money because they have new products, really need to market, so they're ready. Actually, in 2019, you can see that we cut our loss, right, by the Q4. If you compare Q4 with 2018 Q4, we cut the loss by excluding Sohu and Changyou, the media business and video business, we cut loss by how much? That was $29 million, right? 75 to 46, right? So 29 million cut. So actually, we by the cost saving initiatives like spending less money on channels, on all these, and also on the content. But at the same time, we are improving our Sohu and other original content, and so actually our user base are holding steady, and we're spending less money on marketing, but our user base actually grow, and but the whole economy is slowing down, but we are holding our advertising in 2019. Actually, already created some momentum. If without the coronavirus, we expect we would have expect that our advertising continue to hold on and even to rebound, and then our costs continue to go down. So that is so we expect that in the later part of Q2, I think we want to regain the momentum that we accumulated in 2019 for the advertising top line. And also to consolidate to take the user base growth that we observed in the last 2 months during the coronavirus. People staying home have more time, and people are watching. People need to consume not only video games and dramas, but people need to get information and reliable information. That's why they turn to Sohu. So the Sohu News actually is more trustworthy brand because it's such a historical. It's a brand that people trust because of the years. So. Actually, we see the news consumption is higher than industry average compared with some of the other news portals.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Charles. Can I ask one quick follow-up on the Olympics? So given the Summer Olympics is not far away, have we actually got some discussions or the budget commitment from some of the advertisers for the sponsorship that will actually help on the media portal business or perhaps maybe a bit onto the video business as well? Thank you.
Yeah, it was all planned before the coronavirus because actually, as I said, we have some momentum created for advertising, and that include a lot of events we did in Q4 and Q3, and we planned all those events for 2020 because with its events and then people sponsored, advertise sponsored, that include, the Olympic, the Tokyo Olympic, and also we have this news marathon. We have this talent show for all these events are all in the hot, basically in the still, so we are everything is standing still basically. We don't know. We will we don't know when the Olympic will be held. It's LC Japan and also the LC International have different opinions. They say that probably end of the year, and we'll plan our accordingly. So we don't have any. We definitely have advertisers committed to those events, which was all these events we had in 2019 was very successful, and people were willing to pay up to advertise. And then all these events are with a lot of uncertainties whether we can do that, because it's offline events need a lot of people gathering, and that create risk of exposure to the virus.
No problem. Thank you, Charles. Hope the virus event go over very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Many events are it's like the some companies, some real estate companies or auto companies, they now aggressively are exploring this live broadcast marketing. That's why we are actually still getting some advertising in Q1, because some of the car companies and the real estate companies use our live broadcast platform to promote to launch their new products. And will be in 2020. You see a lot more things like that happening. People move all things online.
Okay, great. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you for the questions. Our next question comes from the line of Thomas Chong from Jefferies. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening. Thanks, management, for taking my questions. I have a question regarding our revenue mix in our portal advertising. What's the contribution for SME? And on that regard, how should we think about the competition from short form video? Thank you.
You mean the competition from short form video? What do you mean?
Because we are seeing short form video companies grabbing a lot of advertising budget from SME. So just wondering how we should think about our SME advertising trend going forward in light of competition. Thank you, Charles.
Yeah. I think maybe Sohu has some, probably Xiaochuan can answer your question about the SME impact due to, like you are talking about, Douyin, right, and all those, right? But for
yes.
Sohu.
And also, because our Sohu media news app also has a SME revenue contribution. So just wondering whether our Sohu media apps or our video SME spending are affected.
So first of all, the SME income represent a small part of our brand, our advertising revenue, and also so that part, since it's so small and it basically remains steady or in 2019, and our focus in 2019 was really on the brand advertising. And brand advertising, that is very hard for those to take it away from us, because the brand trust and also the unique events that we had, and the reporting the original content, all these things. So we're actually consolidate the brand advertising, basically that territory that we are consolidating in 2019. So if you look at the whole picture of 2019, why we can have such a cost saving, because we cut the channel and the marketing cost, and same time maintain the user base steady stabilize the user base, and even for the H5 Sohu H5 portal, portal, we actually grow. And also really focus on the brand advertising and original reporting, quality content, and also all these events like 5G conference, AI conference, all those conference forums that created the content, and also those Sohu marathon, Sohu fashion show, all these events. Those events, and it's just we are just in a different category. So the large brand, the advertise. So we're not affected by the uprising. The Douyin and those. No.
Got it. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you for the questions. Once again, as a reminder, if you'd like to ask a question, please press star 1.
So if I think you're asking all kind of question, but I want to in the scripted in the talk that it's not. I don't think it's getting the right these really the elements. It's really about this quarter. The key is that after many quarters in 2019, we were able to stabilize our advertising revenue and grow our video subscription. And consolidate, stabilize our user base, and even grow in the H5 category, and then dramatically cut the cost, so that we achieve together with Sogo and the Changyou's contribution, we achieved a profitable quarter, non-GAAP. That's the key of this quarter. If the coronavirus outbreak didn't happen, we'll continue that trend to be continually to be non-GAAP Sohu non-GAAP profitable into 2020. That's the key of this this quarter's press release. Quarter results. Because the strategy will continue to execute that strategy, basically to grow our user base, which is grown nicely during the last 2 months, and also continue the momentum of brand advertising, and same time to develop and also the video subscription business, and same time we developed our social network products that we hope that it will explode. So that's the strategy. But with this this coronavirus and in the first quarter, our advertising definitely, especially those brand advertising that need a lot of discussion offline to design the kind of events for our advertisers that people cannot meet in person. So our brand advertising definitely impacted, but people still have faith or the goodwill in us. So if this if this coronavirus fade, or actually in China the government seems under control. It's turning. It's kind of turning in a good sign. So that in Q2, if the whole business rebounded, I think we'll regain our momentum in our brand advertising and also continue this trend of getting profitable. Yeah, that's the key of this quarter.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude the conference for today. Thank you for your participation. You may now disconnect your line.